welcome to Is It Safe? I'm your host, Safety Simon. As you may well know, the internet, social media, and our smartphones are a big part of our everyday lives. I'm willing to bet you do a lot of your social networking, socializing, and even shopping on the internet. Right, MJ? Well, this show is to help you stay safe out there. Here's how it works. I'll provide some everyday scenarios, and our lovely contestants here will attempt to answer the question, is it safe? Let's meet our lovely contestants. We have Kenny G. Kenny G, how you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking, Safety Simon.
You bet, you bet. What do you do and where are you from?
I'm from Seattle, and I play the saxophone.
The saxophone, sexy. All right, and we have another lovely contestant, MJ. MJ, how you doing today?
Great, Safety Simon, thank you.
Absolutely. What do you do and where are you from?
Well, I crunched the numbers. My favorite is 23, and I am from Chicago.
Chi-town. Stand up. All right, let's get started with our first scenario. Here it is. It's regarding social media safety. Sarah recently accepted a friend request on Facebook from someone because she saw that they have one mutual friend together. This new Facebook friend messages Sarah to meet at their house. Now, is it safe? All right, I'm sorry, MJ, it is not safe. Generally, if you meet someone new, you want to meet where there are lots of people around, preferably in a public setting, and it would always be smart to bring a friend or parent. All right, moving on to our next scenario, and this is regarding internet safety and smartphone safety. Here we go. Nathan just arrived at a new public restaurant at the mall and remembers to go to his settings on his smartphone to turn his Wi-Fi off. Is it safe? It is safe. Very good, very good. It is so important to avoid Wi-Fi public networks. You may not think about hackers and cyber criminals in those public settings, but you always want to stay protected, especially if you don't know who is in your surroundings. Okay, all right. Travis wants to find out more about events for people his age, so he goes to the public library to look for local events on Facebook. He spends about 40 minutes looking for events and finds one that he might like to attend. Then he X's out of his Facebook page so he can catch his ride. Is it safe? That is not safe. I'm sorry, MJ, not safe. Travis should always make sure to log out of his Facebook account. That way he's protected from any strangers or cyber criminals that can obtain sensitive and private information. All right, let's move on to our next scenario. And this is about general internet safety. Caitlin gets an email from what looks like her bank. The email urges her to click on a website link so she can confirm her account information. She thinks that because the email has the name of the bank and the person's email address and the name of the bank in the link, that it is okay to click on the link. Is it safe? What do our contestants have to say? It is not safe. I'm sorry, Kenji, not safe. Even if a link has a name you recognize somewhere in it, it doesn't really mean that it's the real organization. A rule of thumb, general rule of thumb, roll your mouse over the link to see if it matches what appears in the email. If you see something different, don't click on the link. All right, let's move on to our final scenario, and this is regarding smartphone safety. Here we go. Megan receives a call from someone who says they are from the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. And they have found that there was some fraud and misconduct on her taxes, which she is hiding from the federal government, and that an immediate bill is due. Megan remembers that the IRS will never call you. They will only send you information about a bill in the mail. Megan immediately hangs up. Is it safe? It is safe! Of course it is safe. Calls from people posing as the IRS to demand immediate payment of some sort are never safe. The IRS will never call you directly. They will always send you information about a bill or a payment in the mail. Well, I hope you lovely contestants learned a little something about social media safety, smartphone safety, and internet safety. And I hope you all learned a little something as well. That's all the time we have today on Is It Safe? I'm your host, Safety Simon, reminding you to stay safe out there.